Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a really long time since I have been on this channel, and there's a lot of changes that I'm planning on making to this channel. So I figured I would do it old school and go live for a little tea chat and kind of like bring you up to speed on what I would like to do with this channel. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lisa. And if you have been here for a while, since I probably haven't uploaded to this channel in at least 2 years, I think. Welcome back. If you're still around, thanks for sticking around. So I am going to give myself 15 minutes because every time I do lives, I have a hard time being concise. I just love to talk. And I wrote down some notes of things that are going to change. So as you saw for the name of this video, I'm going to change the name of this channel again, and also start focusing on things other than just yoga, which has been primarily the focus of this channel. I have like a few, so sometimes I get confused of where I've put different videos. And yeah, so in the past, I was really heavily practicing yoga and really going through a lot of change in my life, and that really helped. And I like actually watched some of my old videos this morning and realized how much I missed connecting with people via video. So it all kind of started on Periscope, which I don't even know if that exists anymore. I don't think it does. It was a live streaming platform well before you could go live on YouTube. This is actually the first time I've ever gone live on YouTube, and there's a lot more buttons than I was expecting to have to go through. But I really missed that, and I probably won't do all live all the time. Like, that's kind of a lot, but probably do some live chats. And I missed being creative and sharing kind of my reflections of my day. And vlogging has always been kind of my best way of journaling. I actually meant to bring over my journals. I might grab them in a second, but I have like a crap load of journals, and half of them are like 90% empty because, right, getting everything out of my mind and into like paper is so difficult compared to just like talking as if the video is my friend, like people on here who are probably watching this. I would just, talk. And that's something that's a lot easier for me than writing, especially since I'm still struggling with perfectionism in my life. So when I write in a journal, it drives me crazy because I have to write with pencil because I will erase and like reorganize stuff. And yeah, that just becomes very inefficient. And it doesn't allow me to like really flow. Okay, so let me drink some tea. So for this channel, I really have been thinking about this for a while. Like, it's probably been a few months that I've been wanting to get back on to vlogging. And I've been vlogging some other videos with my boyfriend because we were building out our van last year, and been editing those videos, and that's really fun, and doing some like travel stuff. But I don't feel like it's the place for me to like write about like my day and like share like random videos of my cats doing silly things or just like making tea and that kind of thing. It has a different essence. And I really like keeping things categorized, which is helpful because then I have like a space to go to when I want to create certain things. Kind of like if you're an artist, maybe you like pottery, but you also like painting, and like maybe you normally paint and that's your thing, but every once in a while it's nice to like go do some pottery and change it up. But you don't go to your place where you paint, I don't even know what it's called, an easel, and like start doing pottery. Instead you would go to like a pottery like wheel thing and you'd have to do it there. So that's kind of why I really like having this channel for things that are just like coming out of like my mind, my reflections, and hopefully my heart. I'm trying to really like not overthink things. This took a week to do, and it's going to get easier. I'm just doing it, and that's why I did the live so that I didn't have to edit it. I didn't have to worry about like bullying myself in my mind of like it could be better. I realized like the lighting is all crazy, and I think that's something that is exciting because it's going to get better over time. So some things that I wanted to focus on today is like the new channel name. I was gonna call it Lisa's Life, but then I Googled it, YouTube searched it, and I realized there's like 1,000 different ones that are called that. So okay, we're gonna change it up, and I think I'm gonna call it Lisa in Real Life because that rings a bell for me. Like I want it to be like this is me in real life, and if you watch some of my old videos, that's definitely the theme that has already been consistent. Like I used to vlog in my pajamas, like whenever I was needing to do some yoga, and like it was just very, very normal, very like me, like real me. Like I haven't really put a big like filter on the videos that I've put up on here, and I don't want to do that. I want to like emphasize and like make certain things like pop by using like editing tools and stuff in the future. But I don't ever want it to feel like you're only getting like this much of my life and like who knows like what, and like you have a feeling like the rest of my life is nothing like what you're seeing on the video. I get that for some people that I watch. And then later I think it kind of comes out and then I get so like bummed because I'm like, man, I was really like inspired by this person, and then it feels like, oh, that must be not possible then because they're not even living like the way that they're saying they're living. And I hope that never happens from what you've watched on my videos. Okay. So I'll change that after this video. I figured I would keep the name for this video and then change it after, in case any of you didn't recognize the new name. So I don't even actually remember the original name of this channel. I think it might have been Box Edge Yoga, but then I changed it to Be Yoga. And then I think it might have been other things in between. I've been like pretty fluid with the names of this. Recently, I like really simplified my life, and I had like a bunch of different blogs I had started, very much like my journal notebooks, and they were very similar. Where it was a lot harder for me to like go in on my blogs and like type up like written stuff and keep up with all the different things. My yoga one, I had spent so much time building. Like I had tons of resources for yogis, but I'm realizing like most people don't go to blogs like for resources. They kind of go to like YouTube or Google, and I just kind of felt like I was spinning my wheels for not much of a reason. Like it wasn't really helping people as much as like just stressing me out. So I actually recently got rid of Box Edge. Like I don't have the Instagram anymore. I don't have the website anymore, and I do still have some lessons on Gumroad, so that if you wanted to learn from the videos I had put out, they are over there. But yeah, Box Edge is retired, and now it's just like me. I still have an Instagram at the current moment. It's called Wandering in Harmony. I have no idea how long I'll keep that name. I'm thinking about maybe changing it to the name of this thing. We'll see. But Box Edge is gone. So for all of you old school edgies, you can always refer to things like that, and I'll know what you're talking about, and probably other people will not. Okay, so yeah, I kind of mentioned this. I honestly don't even really practice yoga very much anymore. Like I haven't really done much yoga since I lost my classes at a gym that I was teaching in St. Pete. They decided to reconfigure their schedule and kind of booted me out. That was kind of abrupt, but I haven't really done it since then. I like wanted to feel like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like I was going new ways anyways, but it honestly kind of jarred me and kind of scorned me. So I just didn't want to practice for a little while because I was butthurt. And yeah. Um, so I probably will still post things about yoga on this channel like every so often because it's still part of my life. It's just not super active right now because I've been focusing on so many other things. But it's not going to be just yoga. Like pretty much 80% of my previous videos are me just doing some sort of yoga pose or like teaching some sort of like yoga sequence or something. And I love doing that, but I just feel like it's such a small portion of my life that it just didn't feel very real, like what I'm going for. So I probably will like include it in parts of my videos, maybe as like clips or like very many parts of it. But that's not going to be the main focus right now. Like I want to focus on just creating. Like I love vlogging. I will talk to my camera all day long. And I guess I've just always been like that from a child. Like my mom told me whenever I was growing up, I had an imaginary pet duck with a blue bow till I went to school because I didn't go to school until I was 5 and I didn't have any friends because we lived in the middle of nowhere. So I got very used to talking to myself, and that may seem very weird to some of you, but I just have a good relationship with myself, I suppose I can say. So I love vlogging. Like every time I go somewhere really awesome, even if I have no idea where the heck I'm gonna put it, I'll just like vlog, telling whoever like is eventually gonna see these videos about the things that I'm doing. And I feel like that's what journaling is about. Like you're kind of talking to yourself. You're like telling yourself like, oh, these are the things that are going on in my life. Like this is how I've been feeling, and like that's what journaling is. And I just like to do it on video because it's just easier that way. Um, so yeah, so I just figured it's gonna be not just yoga, it's now gonna be just like all of my life and things that I can reflect on. I love kind of like reflecting on what's happened in my life and then kind of bringing it together in a journal style entry. That helps me a lot in life. Like there's been almost every video that I've made in the past where I have like had like a kind of consensus theme of like a reflection. I remember those exact moments when I made those videos, and I remember how I feel, and I remember the exact situations, and like they were so pertinent to the changes in my life and where I have gone in my life. So I plan to do some of those. You can see my cat. She's looking at herself in the mirror. This is a new addition to my family too, actually, that most of you would have never seen. Um, I also really love like sharing stuff that I'm like grateful for or just like brings me joy. So I love videos where it's just like showing like the day, like Huga videos. I love them. They make me feel so at peace. And I want to be able to like recreate that in my own life so that I can appreciate how that is here where I am, not just like in Finland or wherever that's from. And then like ASMR style videos, that just like, I like just get chills just thinking about it. So that's another type that I will probably do whenever I'm feeling it. I'm saying a lot today. I guess I'm more nervous than I realized. My dreams, like what I want to do, like this video, like, like, okay, I want to make videos again. Like I've told my boyfriend this, and maybe I've told my brother. He's been really helpful actually, and just like motivating me to do that. And I guess like I don't really know who else I've told. So saying this on my channel where like there's I don't know like 1,800 of you I think right now that I have not connected with in years. That's kind of nerve-wracking, but it also feels really good because it just feels like I'm like letting it out. I'm letting it be free. I'm no longer trapping it inside of me. And I hope that you know what I mean? Like, I hope that there's things that maybe you're like, it's fear, the thing that we're facing, but sometimes it doesn't feel like that, that you like really want to do. And like, you think about it all the time and just like have all these like thoughts and like ideas, and you can see how you would do things, but like you never end up doing them because it just doesn't happen. Like, it doesn't even feel like you're choosing not to do them. It just simply doesn't seem to be happening. I hope that my videos get you out of that place by just showing you that like you can be really like sloppy with things, but at least if you're like trying to do them, like doing like small little pieces like that, it'll all come together. I actually wrote a post about this on my Instagram yesterday because it's been a year since my boyfriend and I started building out our van, and we had no idea what we were doing. And I just remember how it seemed so sloppy the whole time that we were doing it. And now, like, I look back and I'm like, wow, we really did that. Like, we really wanted to do it, and then we did it. And now I'm like totally done doing it. I just don't want to do it anymore. Um, but I'm so glad I did. And it was the same way whenever I had my own dance studio. It felt very similar. Okay, so, and then probably like, oh, I said life lessons. So I don't know if life lessons and reflections are the same thing, but I wrote both of those down. So clearly that's kind of the thing that's really wanting to like come through this channel. Last little notes. Oh, my current inspiration. So things that I really love watching, which I'm really curious to hear what types of videos that you love watching. Like, I feel like there's themes in YouTube where there's definitely like certain types of videos that you can like find pretty easily. Like, tell me what kinds that you watch that like just make that help you feel like good inside, that help you or like motivate you or inspire you, the things that are just like your go-to, like maybe your search words, I guess, like maybe that's what you could share. So I really love watching like families that are very like naturally living, and I love like cute little babies on YouTube because it gives me hope for humanity in the future, and because hopefully one day I can have babies too. I like certain like day in the life things. Like, it has to be related to what I'm into. So like there's so many day in the lives, but I love watching those. So I feel excited to do some of those, and like routines. Like, I love lists. Like, I literally have this notebook, which I actually got this notebook from one of my Periscope friends that like used to watch my videos all the time. She sent me this notebook. I don't even know how many years ago. It must have been like 5 years ago now. And I've used it ever since. And this was actually one of my first journals. So thank you, Tammy, if you happen to watch this video. But I like love lists. I write down lists for everything. I'm just very like organization oriented. So things like routines, like morning routines, night routines, whatever kind of routines I have. I actually have like 5 different routines written in that notebook ready to go that I could probably share. I love those types of videos. I don't know, probably some more, but those are probably like the most common ones. So tell me the types that you like in the comments. And okay, the last little reflection, that after kind of going back on my old videos and seeing like what I wanted to change, what I wanted new, I've noticed like probably majority of the videos that I was making before all had to do with challenges. Like, I have accountability issues. Like, I'm working on being more personally accountable because usually I like need that peer pressure. Like, I feel like this is something to do with perfectionism because I hear that most perfectionists are also really bad procrastinators. And if you're a procrastinator, that means that you need that like that push from like an external source to like get you to do something. I don't feel like that's like great. Like it's definitely what I've like dealt with in the past, and that's why the yoga challenges were really good for me because it was like every day I had a thing I like needed to do, so I did it, and I knew I wanted to be doing that stuff, so I like just found a way to like lock myself in. But I really like am noticing that the word challenge, like I don't want my life to be challenging. I don't want it to feel like I have to face a challenge every day. I'm honestly burnt out on being like brave and facing challenges. Like I need a break. I need calm peace in my life. And that's what I'm focusing on right now. So I'd like it to be more like ease, like flowing, just things that I'm doing. Like every day, I tend to have a different flow because I'm just not like putting that pressure on myself anymore. So that's like this video. It's very prepared, but it's also very real and hopefully it's speaking to some of you. I imagine most of my future videos will be different, but I just needed to get this out to you so that you knew what's up and what to expect. And now, like, I don't feel afraid to come on here and like put different style videos on here. So if you stick around, I look forward to getting to know you. I would love if you commented and shared like things that either you've watched on my channel from the past that have, I don't know, affected your life somehow. Or if you're not going to stick around, I totally wish you the best of luck in your life and totally get it. Because if you only were on this channel to learn yoga challenges, like that's okay. There's a ton of other yogis online that are making videos. Um, okay, I think that this is a good end to this video and feels good to put some new intentions out there. And now I can start getting creative and sharing with all of you. All right.